Saw an agent advertising on Facebook the other day about how he sold the house 200,000 over the asking price. And to get his free report on how he used his special Facebook or social media strategy to do it. I don't know about you, but that is not a social media trick. It's not a social media strategy. It's basically underpricing a house by $200,000 and getting fair market value at the correct price that it should have been to begin with. I understand it looks really good. It sounds really good as an agent when you're trying to tell people to hire you and say, hey, look at what I did. I sold a house 200,000 over the asking price. But people don't fall for that anymore. People don't see that as an advantage because people know that we're not selling 200,000 over asking from market value. In other words, if a house is worth, let's say, $1 million, and they're not getting $1.2 million for this $1 million house. They're getting $1 million, and somebody just priced it at $800,000. They just got $200,000 over the asking price, but it's not $200,000 more than what it's worth. And the video was very well done, very well put together. It was a well-scripted video. It was done very professionally. My guess is they paid a social media marketing agency to put it all together for them. My bigger question is, did the social media marketing agency give them the idea to do this type of video and advertise this, or was it the agent's idea? Either way, it was a mistake as far as I'm concerned, because I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to go look for it, and I'm going to find all the comments on there, and I am positive all the comments are going to say stuff like, yeah, sure, you underpriced it by 200,000, or comments like, yeah, your dream that get me $200,000 more than my house is worth. All this kind of stuff, because you know that people are not stupid. They're not looking at these videos or whatever agent claims are and believing them. In fact, they kind of put us at the bottom of the list, right above the used car salesman sort of category, unfortunately. And the reason why is because of these kind of stunts that agents pull, where they say, hey, look at me, I'm the best. I just sold a house 200,000 over the asking price. Meanwhile, there's nothing special going on there. So the good part that he had about this, well, few good things, or a couple of good things, was number one, is very well done. It was very good video. It's the production was very good. He did have a call to action, which was to download his free report. Unfortunately, it's not the right call to action when it comes to what he was advertising. So in other words, it was good in its delivery, but not good in its message. So what you need to do when you're doing marketing is to make sure that you give value. That's number one. So telling people that you just sold a house over asking is great if it was done in a way where you had it priced, let's say, at fair market value, and you worked really hard with a couple of agents, a couple of buyers really wanted it, and you kind of orchestrated the whole situation so that one would pay more than the other. At the end of the day, if two people want a house, one of them is going to pay a little bit more than the other. That's just very, very simple. There's just no other way around that. So the thing is that all we can do as agents, or what an agent can do, is to make sure that you do all you can to communicate with the agents that are showing the house and do your best to get them to the table. That, in my opinion, is the most important part of when you get a listing and you're working for your seller, because what you got to do is you got to make sure that you're actually doing your best to contact people, agents who have their buyers, and to actually do your thing, have conversations, physical conversations, no text messages, no emails, none of that stuff. Actually have messages. This is a terrible market, meaning it's not as good as it used to be. And I remember when I started back in 2004, the market was crazy in like 2005, 6, 7, and then it went kind of slow after that. We all remember what happened in 2008, 2009, and I did deals. Like I helped sell my listings because I had conversations with agents. So it wasn't just, put a house up for sale. Yeah, come on in and give us your offer, without doing any legwork. You had to do some legwork. And that's what's missing from today's sort of agents etiquette, whatever you want to call them. Agents' duties is not having proper conversations with other agents who bring their buyers to show properties. So I know I got way off topic here, but that's just something that I want to share. It's more of a tip and some advice on how to get your listing sold. So if you want to show off a little bit about how good you are as an agent and start putting videos up on Facebook and maybe paying to advertise those ads on Facebook, you might want to put stories like how you got a deal put together because you put in the time and the effort to talk to agents and physically have conversations with them and just get them to bring an offer to the table. Or I've had cases where for a condo, for example, I've had a listing for a condo, or even as a buyer for a condo, and you have the status certificate that the lawyer reviews, and lawyers just look at the paperwork, and which is what they're supposed to do, of course, but they're missing sometimes, a simple phone call to the property manager to find out, hey, there's this thing in this status report that doesn't look great. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? I've had a few times where we had a status certificate review, and it just took a simple phone call, to clarify something where the lawyer was kind of like saying, there's this problem, that problem. Yeah, but let's dig a little bit deeper. Right? That's our job as agents, is to dig a little bit deeper. So I know I started with marketing and ended up with giving value to our clients as agents, but I hope that kind of like gives you a little bit of an idea of what we can do to advertise ourselves better to people, rather than just saying stuff like I got $200,000 more because I underpriced it by $200,000, and trying to tell people that that's a good thing and you're a super agent. That doesn't work. That doesn't fly. People are not that stupid. So my worry or my concern is that agent paid a marketing agency thousands of dollars for stuff like that, which is a waste of money. Honestly, he could have done a very low production video, put his sort of like, his own spin on it, and, made it a little bit more authentic, and it would have had a better reaction, a better comments for people, better perception from the public. Because the last thing that you want is for people to look at us as just a little bit higher than a used car salesman, because that's really where they're putting us right now with all this crap that agents do, and how they advertise without thinking. If you have any questions, you can visit sellersondemand.net, send me a DM here, connect with me. I'm more than happy to show you how my marketing program works, and talk to you soon.